Hello, my name is Shiver Hammonds. I'm the site coordinator here at Partners in Ministry STEM program, and today I will be showing you how I incorporate the North Carolina standards here into building projects such as this, and also with incorporating 3D printing technology. So we have our 3D printer, the Athenia. And here we have a program that the kids or the students can use to design projects. What we're doing here with the 3D printing is we're incorporating what they're learning in school, such as volume, area, surface area, circumference, to create projects. As you can see here, I have a wheel, just a perfect circle, and it shows the dimensions using the X and Y coordinates. You have 0 to equal 0 degrees or 360, 90, 180 to 70. And you have the points in between, 45 degree angle, 45 degree angle from the right angle, which is 90. So with knowing that, we're able to take and use that here on the computer. So if you come in closer, I'm going to take and copy this. Copy and make 4 copies of the same line that I have here. So as you can see here, I have 4 bars. I'm going to take and line this first bar up. And I come over here to the move. And so I'm incorporating X and Y coordinates. As you can see here, you have the negative numbers and then you have the positive numbers. This is what the students are working with now. They're learning X and Y coordinates and how they function in society. So when I hit the negative 20, the students will know that it's going to go to the left. But before I do that, I need to make sure that my X and Y and Z are lined up. So as we know, X is horizontal, Y is vertical. The Z, it actually moves it forward. So let's do the X. And also you have to be careful with how you're facing, because even though this says Y and it looks like it's on the X plane, you have to make sure that your face is right. So you want to make sure that this arrow is lined up. So I'm going to move 20 degrees to the left. You see how that worked? But that was too much. So I'm going to decrease the size and go 10. This is a touch screen, so I'm going to press 10. You see how it brought it closer? But that's not exactly the center that I want. Or it could be. But if I want to get it more center, let me do -5. It's too much, so let's do 2. You see how that brought it closer? Let's do 2 again. That's okay. But now that we are near the center, we can take and turn it either 180 or 90. So we're going to go here to the rotate. So this is going to move it along the the Y. This will move it along horizontally along the axis. But I want to turn it on its Y axis. So I'm going to go here. And then what degrees do I want? Let's see how 90 looks. Boom. See how it's a perfect right angle here? So that's what I'm teaching the kids. If we can understand the degrees on a circle and how it relates to the structural integrity of the shape that we're working on, we can build structures such as bridges, bikes, and that's the goal of what we're going to be doing later on with the 8th graders. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a finished product of this is it was a cylinder, and then I have a sphere. So what I did is I took and I minimized the dimensions of it to make it like this. So I've already right clicked and I press the select all button. So I'm going to right click it again and I'm going to go to merge model. So as you can see, this is it. So you can see the points. Let me see the ruler. You can see how the line it goes through and how the center is right here. So a perfect circle, 360. This being 0, 360. This being 180, 90, 270, and then the 90 degree and half, 45, 45, 45, 45. So when I print this, I do not want this on my print bed. So this checkered floor represents the print bed. Sorry. As you can see here, that is how it looks. So it's already ready and it's calibrated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the model because this is all one unit now. So I'm going to click it, I'm going to hit the move button. I want it, let's say, let me go out to my view. Let me look at it as a whole. There. This is from the right side, left side. So I want to take and maybe center this a little. So I'm going to take and move it. Y. Let's go 20. 20 again. There, that should be centered. Yeah. And you see, even with, this is the Y and the X, you see how it's perfect 90? So I've already warmed up the printer. I'm going to go here to print. Click it. So you know how you work on documents in word processor, you always like to check the print preview to make sure that the printing process will go well. So as you can see here, the thickness and then the fill, I want it to be solid, so I'm going to select the solid. This will be like hollow. I don't want it hollow inside. So let's click the print preview. It will show you, it's loading it right here. Slicing is what it's called. And so this will be how the finished product would look. So you can see here, this is the linear view. I can zoom in on it. There. And all I have to do is press play. So it'll show me like the process of how it starts in the 3D printing. And this will take around 2 hours and 1 hour for it. And you see how it's building or loading the program. Well, I say loading because it looks like loading, but this is showing you the process of what will be going on in the 3D printer. And you can see the imperfections, and if you want to correct it, this is the stage to do it now. So for example, I don't like how close it is to the base. So when it's done and I see the final product, I'm going to go to exit preview and I'm going to change it a little. So now that this is one unit, as you saw before, I can take and raise the unit 1 degree off the ground. And I will show you that process after it shows you the print preview. Boom. It almost looks like a sunset up here, or sunrise. So exit. So I'm going to take this unit and raise it. I'm going to go here to the move. want to raise it, maybe let's say 5. No, 2. Because I don't want it to touch the bed. So that's good for me. Because I don't want it too high, because I don't want to waste the filter or the printer cartridge. And so I'm gonna go here to print. And you see here, this means that it's warming up, which I thought it had already done. But it has to be this temperature, 26.98 degrees Celsius. So everything that is done on this computer is done in the metric system. So the degree Celsius is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And then the measurements are in millimeters and centimeters. I guess the temperature is raising. So it's warming it up. Yes. And so it's sending this information from the computer / program to the printer. And so it's at 35%. Once it reaches 100%, the printer will get the information and get the printing process started. See, it smells. So what's going on at this point? Right now is setting the platform for the 3D printing mold. It can't exactly sit on the plate bed because you don't want to have any deformities in your creation. So that's why there's a platform being created. That's why I said earlier that I didn't want my creation to be on the bed. So I raised it up a little bit for this reason, because I didn't want any deformities in my circle. So as you can see, it's creating a platform for my creation. And as you can see that there's a door here, and the door is here to keep the fumes inside because it smells and it's hot. And this surface and this temperature is very hot. You don't want it to cool too quickly while your 3D printer is in process. What else? How are you, man?
Good. Add these to me.
Okay. We have about 40 seconds left. As you can see, this is the last little bit. I'm so excited! I'm gonna give it 5 minutes to cool when it's done. We have about 20 seconds left now. And that's it. So I need to let it cool for a bit. But you see how it made the exact image that I did there. Woo! I'm excited!